Seems like everybody's content right now, so hopefully things stay like that. I'm actually surprised that she wanted to go to bed because she slept until about 5. Anyhow, she got Minnie. She wanted her milk. She's watching Polar Express. I'm not arguing with it. TD general for tomorrow. How come I can't find it on here? There it is, okay. General for tomorrow. You should be feeling better compensated or better respected around work, school, or business, like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Your perseverance pays off and things start to move forward quickly. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, and you should be hearing from somebody you've been hoping to hear from. Adonis, finances from now until the end of spring. A creative project or a creative hobby or business brings in extra money. Finances are strengthening. You're making business partners, contacts, clients, whoever they are, between now and then. Finances should be improving, and you should have choices. Success comes in. Red, advice on money. Well, you have more money coming in, so that's good. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest more opportunities to make money, which is easing anxiety. Being guided by the divine is leading you towards financial stability, or a little bit more of it. If you've been feeling burdened or stressed, that should move into the past. I would say step into your ambition, do whatever it is that you do. Put the effort in, and your perseverance will pay off when it comes to money. Things move forward quickly. I'm one of those people, like I always, if I was working somewhere and they offered me anything extra, I always took it because I always felt like you never know what's coming down the road. But it looks like you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. More money is coming in, and things should be getting a little bit more like fluid. I guess just take the opportunities that are presented to you. I hate that money's got to be such an issue all the time for everyone. Not for everyone, but for most people. Lee. I have 2 jobs now, and with both jobs, will both jobs work out for me? Yeah. It looks like for now you're doing okay. Elizabeth, is the Aquarius when you reach out an intention? Yeah, Aquarius does reach out and is going to want to get together. Lee, who's coming towards me in love by March? A new beginning is on the horizon. A new journey begins with either a Sagittarius or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. These people can come in out of the blue when you least expect it. A disappointment will then move into the past. Shonda, is the Pisces misleading me? A little bit. I don't know exactly what the situation is, so I'm not going to say that they're 100% trying to like pull the wool over your eyes, but their intentions, whatever their intentions are, they may not follow through, or they may promise things that they don't follow through on. Yeah, they're a little bit misleading. Love always, what are KO's intentions towards me? You might have to have patience with him. He's a little slow and stuck right now. However, communication does pick up. And he may be intending for a new journey to begin at some point. I don't see commitment here. I don't see a lot of romance, but you could have a new journey together. I mean, it could be, I don't know how close you are, but, you know, he may want to, I don't know, start a hobby and you guys do that together. And that could help build the relationship because there's a new journey that you start together, but it's not a committed relationship. At this point, anyhow. It doesn't mean it can't at some other point, but I'm not seeing it right now. New me. Tomorrow, should I let Junior stay at my place or should we go to a hotel? My place. 6, 7, 8, a hotel. They both look like good options. I would say it may be a little bit more fun to go to a hotel. There could be a little bit more adventure at a hotel. Dawn, how did my ancestors and spirits feel about my life? Things change for the better quickly. You're growing, changing, and transforming. Impressed. A wish comes true. Very good. John, how will the collab go with the female employer? Should go well. It looks like it's well balanced. You get out of it what you put into it, and you should be well compensated and well respected. It should go well. Lee, is the Cancer's intentions with me now? I think he wants me to run after him, and I will not do that. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, you're right, because he feels like he put in a lot of hard work. He didn't see much of a payoff. He does want you to step forward. The whole relationship is kind of out of balance. He's sort of expecting you to run after him. He's surprised that you haven't. I don't love that. It's kind of a cocky attitude. Like it's almost like he's surprised that you haven't been chasing him. And he feels unsuccessful and unprepared. Amber, how does my friend feel about ending our friendship? Isolated. Well, argumentative. Like she's not getting the beginning that she was looking for. And hermit in reverse, which can be like isolated, but also like she knows that it's probably her fault that you guys have ended the relationship and she doesn't want to discuss it anymore because there's nothing that she can say. Like she's aware of what she's done that's wrong, but she doesn't want to admit to it. So she does feel bad. Speak knowledge. Does AB want me to call her tonight? Yes. New me. You'll have fun elsewhere. Melody, what's Stefan's energy towards me? He's a Libra. Passionate. A little slow, a little stuck, but he's quite passionate. Energy is pretty good. Pretty good. John, love reading from March. Got a lot of people here. Disappointments move into the past and new journeys are beginning that bring in some good luck. Aquarius, Aries, Libra. Anxiety around love moves into the past. The love cup is full. Leo. Cancer, you got choices. You're going to have choices. Negativity will move into the past and you'll feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. If there's one person that you prefer to spend time with, you can make that happen before the end of the month. Lee. Liz. Love for this weekend. You may feel like it's not the best weekend. Nothing bad is happening, but you just could feel a little stuck. You might feel like nothing is really falling into place. There could be a little bit of sharp energy. There is a chance to spend time with either a Capricorn or a Scorpio. But Lovers is in reverse. I just don't think it's going to be the best weekend for love. You know, timing just might not be there. Andrea, what does Rose think of me? Thinks that you're passionate, smart, intelligent, successful, kind-hearted, attractive, like positive, or you have positive energy, adventurous, fun to be around, exciting. Lee, now that the Cancer knows I'm not running after him, what will he do next? I'm assuming that he'll just stop talking to one another. You will for a while. You hit a slowdown. He's in reverse here because he knows he's been a schmuck. And he walks away. But I don't think that that's going to be the last that you hear from him. I think at some other point he resurfaces. At that point, you may tell him to go fly a kite. But I think at some point he resurfaces. Andrea, general reading. Life is coming back into balance, and you've got growth, change, transformation coming in and around your life, and a new journey that begins that makes you feel like the weight of the world finally is slipping off your shoulders. A Taurus enters. You could be feeling very passionately about someone or something. It also looks like you're laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and putting your wants and needs first, which is excellent. A new beginning comes in, probably around work or finances, but it doesn't have to be. You'll have choices when it comes to love. The love cup is full. Next relationship you enter, or current relationship if you're in one, will be well balanced and well functioning. And Aries enters, an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and there's long-term potential around your next relationship. Lita. Feeling better energetically, cards saying anything new. Well, the hard work that you put into work, school, business is paying off. Life is coming back into balance. Money is headed your way, and a wish comes true. No longer holding yourself back, feeling prepared for life to move forward. Got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your life. Pretty good. Joao, I will have success in crypto. I'm studying. You will, but you know what? It's going to take time. So the success is going to come in like, not immediately. Even though you're studying now, it's like long-term success. But yeah, I do believe you'll be successful. Oriella, March general reading. Sure. Okay, being guided by the divine. Could be planning travel in March. You might not be traveling in March, but you could be planning to. It looks like you may hear from somebody you've been hoping to hear from. You could have a new job or business opportunity, but with the Pentacles, it really could be a new beginning. It looks like you're feeling prepared. Anxiety is moving into the past, and you're feeling a little bit more financially stable. Stepping into your own strength and your own self-confidence pushes your life forward. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief when a wish comes true. Feeling better respected and better compensated around work, happiness comes out over your life. Got a Capricorn here. You have money coming in, and the weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders. Not a bad month. Loso, does he regret being cold to me yesterday? I don't see him feeling regret right now. Nope, not yet. Lee, just curious, did the Cancer want a relationship or just physical? Yeah, I don't see him looking for a relationship at this point. And it looks like he may have felt like the timing around the situation was poor. And like that it would have led to a tower moment. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if a relationship for him at this point, he wouldn't be able to devote the time to it, or he's afraid of it. But I don't think he was looking for a relationship. Speak knowledge. My assignment end. Should I stay or go to another company? Okay, should I stay? Should I go to another company? I think that they may offer you something. They may offer you something, and it may be beneficial to stay right now. If it looks like there could be success that comes in around this location, this job right now. Kevin, is tomorrow better? Tomorrow is a better day, yes. Speak. Will clothing brand be profitable this year? Yes, it should be. Loso, will I make over 200 tonight at work or stay home? Work. Stay home. Card suggests going to work. Yeah, it's in your control and you're not holding yourself back. You've got potential tonight. Coco, will I lose my apartment next week? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm only getting a 33% chance yes. That's too low for me to say yes. Kevin, what does March have in store? A disappointment moves into the past. Negativity moves into the past. You could be planning travel or you could be traveling. You could hear from someone you haven't seen or spoken to in a while, and you have money coming in. You could have somebody from your past return, or you could run into an old friend. Being guided by the divine, taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be going back to school or learning a new area of study. Money picks up. The world is at your feet. And you could be spending time with the Sagittarius. Oriella. Oh, I don't see it yet. Lita, will I book with Lena or Broad Street? Lena. Broad Street. I think Lena. Lena comes up a little higher. Beautiful one. What should I know about D? This person is smart and intelligent, but they could suffer from a little anxiety and being indecisive. They're intuitive, kind-hearted, sincere, hardworking, but they do have a sharp edge. They're very romantic, but they could be a little immature. Feisty Queen, how will Alex feel when I give him a piece of my mind about him not wanting to commit to me? He's going to be upset. He's going to be disappointed. He's going to feel like he's going to have a little sharp energy around that. And he's going to feel kind of held back. And he's going to be argumentative. He may even feel a little disrespected. But you know what? He gets what he deserves then, you know? Oh, damn, where'd that go? T-Vet for tomorrow. T-Vet for tomorrow. Okay, you could be spending time with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn or maybe even both. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well, making decisions that bring balance back to your life. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. You're feeling prepared for romance to heat up and move forward, and you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Oriella, yesterday in an online meeting with other sites, someone asked, who is the chick with the thick accent? She apologized, deleted her comment. What other thoughts are these? Are they bothered by my accent? I don't think so. I think that no, I don't think that it's that they're bothered. I think it was a way to describe you. You know what I mean? Like, it was a way to differentiate you from everyone else. Whereas if they would have said, who's the girl with the dark hair? Who's the girl that wears glasses? Like, there may be other people. But it was distinctive to you. This person didn't have bad thoughts about you. They actually think that you're smart, you're intelligent, you're kind-hearted. It wasn't bad. I think that she just deleted it because she felt like it sounded like kind of nasty, even though it wasn't. It's like she was just describing, you know, the person that's got the thick accent, as opposed to somebody like, I don't know, like my sister-in-law's parents came here from Germany. Her father doesn't have a very strong accent. Her mother's is thicker. Her mom also, like, he was out in the workforce. She wasn't, you know. Neither is bad, but I think she may have felt like it came off as bad. That's why she deleted it. Yeah, because I think that she felt like it wasn't a nice thing to say. Yeah, but it didn't come out right. I hate that. I hate when something doesn't come out right and you feel like it's insulting when you don't mean it to be. First of all, a lot of times, like, accents could be, like, sexy and alluring. You know, it's not even that it's derogatory. It just kind of, when you're in a work environment, I don't know. I think that that's the way she thought it came across. But I don't think that that's why she intended it. You know that I love English people. I love their accents. I can listen to them talk all day. I don't even care what they're saying. But, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, because it didn't come out nice. Like, she didn't feel, you know, and then if she would have said it, like, not in a comment, but if she were saying it, you know, like if you were talking in person, then you would have gotten the feel better rather than saying it through. It's hard when you're texting or you're, yeah. It was just an awkward moment, and she felt bad about it. No one can understand you. And my dad always said, always like, you're never going to understand anyone in England. He's like, they may speak the same language, but they use different words for everything. Now, the woman that her and her husband that own the yoga studios that I worked at, she's Australian and she's got an Australian accent. And from spending so much time around her, I could tell the difference between Australian and English. Where I think most Americans can't. Because I have another friend who's English that worked with me at yoga, and my friend Amy always thought she was Australian. Anyway. I think I'm up to Empress for general. Empress for general. Could be thinking or learning a new area of study, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Not looking back on the past fondly, but eager for your life to move forward. You've got happiness that comes out over your life. Feeling as if balance has come back to your life, and you may be focused on a side business or a side hustle that could be bringing in extra cash. And finances. It looks like things could be improving this spring. You have a new beginning here. Perseverance pays off. Listen to your intuition. 10 of Pentacles, a large sum of money is headed your way. 9 of Pentacles is money that you earn. That's how I always look at it. This is money you earn. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a large sum of money that you maybe didn't have to earn. Sometimes it could be a tax return, which to me, you've earned that money. That's your money. But it could be a lump sum is headed your way, and it's, you know, positive. Anyhow. H. Will he be reaching out within a week? Yeah, I think so. I think so. KB, love. If you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, that energy should change. Love cup is full. You got some people here. A Libra and a Virgo. Moving forward towards greener pastures, romance is heating up. An old wound or a heartbreak is moving into the past, and life changes for the better quickly. Now, if you're with someone right now, I would say an old wound is starting to heal and move into the past. Love cup is full. Good karma comes back to your relationship. If communication is down or your partner is a little isolated right now, just give them a little bit of time. They'll come out of it. Bella, my hours got cut at work temporarily. Decided to work on my passion projects. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That I've been juggling, or should I look for another job? If you can work on your passion projects, that's what I would tell you to do. Let's see what the cards say. Yeah, this is a temporary thing here. Your hours are going to go back to the way they were, I believe. So I would work on your passion projects now while you have the time. If you take another job immediately, then you won't, like, it would cut into your me time. And would you quit it if it only was a couple of months or a couple of weeks? I would give this a little bit of time. Work on your passion projects. And if you feel like money is getting tight after a month, then look for a job. You should be able to find something quick to fit in. Or do some kind of a side hustle that you can make your own hours. Because this is like, when stuff like that happens, it makes me feel like the universe is opening up an opportunity for you. There's an opportunity for you now to not be completely unemployed, but to have some free time to work on your stuff. So use it to your advantage. Ella, finances for March. Oh, it's only for a month? Yeah. It looks like in March things are moving forward. There you are, focused on a side business or a side hustle or your projects. It looks like being guided by the divine. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you're no longer holding back, and the hard work that you put into your job comes back to you. Money should be fine. You should be doing fine in March. Anthony, does the Cancer think of me these days? And messages from Cancer. I think she does think about you from time to time. She could be telling you now that she's feeling cause for celebration around her job, feeling a little bit more financially stable. And I think it's like she's earning money, and even if she's not making a ton of money, it's helping her self-esteem. She feels good working. An old wound is starting to heal and move into the past, and she might tell you that she's looking forward to traveling. Gerard, my love interest, Anne's current energies towards me. Her energy is pretty good. Calm, serene, compassionate, sincere. Lily, Isaac's intentions with me. He doesn't know what he wants. He's kind of all over the place. He intends to reach out to you. There should be communication that comes in, but he's kind of all over the place. He feels like he's one step forward, two steps back in every area of his life, and nothing is changing for him quickly. He's feeling a little bit upside down. I wouldn't expect all that much from him other than communication at this point. Anonymous, when could I finally be moving into an apartment? Okay, I'm going to say anytime between now and this summer. So I'm not winter time. I would say spring. Anytime between the start of spring right through to the end of summer, you could move into the apartment. That would be the time frame. Vicky, love reading between P and I in March. Looks good. It looks like things are moving forward towards greener pastures. A wish comes true. Got a new venture on the horizon, and there's long-term potential around it. Looks like things could get passionate, and you're prepared for that. Listen to your intuition. You may be feeling relieved around the situation. There's plenty of communication. I don't see a commitment yet, but everything else looks good, and it seems to be moving forward. So I would just kind of roll with it because it looks good. Kelly, how does the Aquarius guy in my mind feel towards me? Thinks that you're genuinely a happy person, thinks that you're kind, caring, and sincere, thinks you're smart and intelligent, may feel that you're grounded and stable and unique. Safi, is the Leo genuine to me? I would say that this person is more or less genuine, yeah. Yeah. Kelly, love reading for who's coming towards me. You got a Leo coming in, a new beginning on the horizon, and you may be feeling like the next relationship you enter is well functioning, but you should have choices. A disappointment moves into the past, a new journey begins. Could be with a Leo. You also have the love cup full with another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The hard work you put into love comes back to you. Things could move forward quickly. Got fire coming in. Breezy. Will I be successful again the next time I put my products into Jay or Jack Boy's bag next week? I'll ask for 700 or from me or from Jack Boy this time. Will he agree to give it to me? Okay. Will I be successful again the next time I put my products into Jay or Jack Boy? Yes, you will be successful. If I ask for 700 from Jack Boy this time, will he agree and give it to me? You could be successful around that, yes. I would ask for it. Divine Cancer, thank you for your readings. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for always stopping in. Thank you, thank you. Peanut Lover, General. No longer feeling stuck or stagnant, feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. You could be focused on a new side hustle or a side business that could be bringing in extra money. Somebody from your past could return, or you could reconnect with an old friend that you haven't seen in quite some time. Perseverance pays off, life moves forward, and you're making decisions that suit you for your best, your highest good. Like you're making good decisions. You have a wish, put it out into the universe, and your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. Pallavi, General. It looks like the hard work that you put into work, school, or business pays off. Perseverance pays off. You're listening to your intuition. Your intuition is heightened. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Being guided by the divine could bring a new creative project or creative hobby. It also could be bringing in a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Luna, how does Jamie the Leo think about me, good or bad? Overall, I would say good. Successful, hardworking, kind and caring, grounded and stable. Overall, I would say good. Nobody's perfect, so I mean, I'm sure there's something negative he could say about you, but overall, it would be positive. Inexpert. Exennial. General reading. Life seems to come back into balance and things could start to move forward. You may be moving forward towards greener pastures, and you could also be planning travel. There's a road trip that comes in at some point this year, and also there could be travel to water, by water, or around water. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. A new creative project comes in. If you recently had an argument or disagreement with someone, it should get resolved and move into the past. Fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're no longer holding yourself back. Cause for celebration comes in around money coming in. You're listening to your intuition, and you have a Libra and an Aquarius that enter. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, and don't let anybody take advantage of you. Kelly, does the Aquarius like me back? Love reading on what's coming towards me next month. I don't think that this Aquarius knows you well enough. Like, I don't think that they may have some kind of an interest, or they may find you to be unique and interesting, but I don't think they know you well enough to have developed feelings for you at this point. Love reading for next month. Okay, you got the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in next week. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and you're prepared for your love life to move forward. The world is at your feet. A Virgo enters. A fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A wish comes true. Being guided by the divine could lead you to options when it comes to love next month, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Could be exploring options. Got a Taurus here as well. Your perseverance around love pays off. Listen to your intuition. Passion and a new beginning around love starts sometime this spring. I don't know that it's going to be in March, though, but sometime this spring. Liz, how will he react after what I tell him? They're going to be undecided. I don't know what it is that you tell them, but they're going to feel a little bit undecided. They may feel a little bit like they have the wind knocked out of them, like they've kind of lost their ambition, or they're surprised. Have patience with them. I don't know what you're going to say, but they may not be expecting it. Nav, Ammon's next actions towards me in the next few weeks. He's kind of the hermit. I wouldn't expect all that much over the next couple of weeks. Burdened and stressed out by the situation. Feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. If you want something to happen with him, I would reach out to him and not wait on him, not with the hermit. I don't see all that much going on. Kelly, last question. How will my trip to LA go in 2 weeks? Should go well. You're prepared for it. It brings in a new beginning. You're listening to your intuition. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may feel very passionately about LA, and you also may be feeling very ambitious. Being guided by the divine puts you at the right place at the right time. Looks good. Mihak, why the Libra suddenly cut me off? We were in good talking terms and planned to meet. Is he doing it intentionally? I'm pissed. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he feels like this is his way of controlling and manipulating the situation. Emperor in reverse is somebody who's quite manipulating. He feels like there is no long-term potential around this connection, so he feels like it can only go so far. He feels like he can control it. He can do what he wants because he's not emotionally getting involved, or he's keeping himself at a distance. It's his way of manipulating the situation. He feels like there's no real potential around this relationship, so he feels like I can do whatever I want. I don't know. It's Emperor in reverse. That's his way of controlling things. But he also may feel like he's been in and out of your life so many times it doesn't matter. You'll just take him back. Or you'll just reconnect with him the next time he shows up. It seems like this is becoming a cycle. Yeah, any of these situations that are like a cycle, they don't usually ever improve. It is what it is. I think I'm up to Oriella. What Stevie would say to me if we had the opportunity to have a conversation alone. What he wishes that he could say but can't. Well, I think if you guys had a conversation alone, you would be able to get to know one another better. He kind of holds himself back, probably because it's a work thing. If you guys were alone, you would have a deeper conversation. There's room for growth, change, and transformation. You may be able to get to really know one another and talk about more personal things. Things that include past relationships, life moving forward, wants, needs, and desires for the future. Wishes. I think you will have a chance at some point to have a conversation with him alone. And then once you have that conversation the first time, it'll be so much easier after. You know, because then it's not so awkward. I don't know. It's hard because it's a work thing. But he's easy to talk to, and he's open to communication. And he, like, once you get him talking, he'll just keep talking. Which is good, because sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get somebody to talk. Not him. Oh no, did I lose my spot? Destiny, why did the Capricorn stop communicating with me? Two of you were just not on the same page. So the energy of the situation was way out of balance. You wanted one thing, he wanted another, and then there was somebody else around him. He's got a third party here. Or he's with somebody else. And he may, I don't know if he was with that person first, but there was another journey with somebody else around that moved forward and grew and transformed. And the two of you were out of balance before that person came in, or that person was already there when you came in. But there was third party, and the two of you just weren't, like, the relationship was out of balance. Your energy was too much, like, in one direction, and his energy was way too much in the other direction, and the resistance around the situation just kind of, he just went in the other direction. Harsha, love reading for the next year. You have a new beginning on the horizon. You're listening to your intuition, and an earth sign comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You've got life is coming back into balance. Your love life is moving forward, and it's stable. It doesn't look like whirlwind romance. It looks like it's something that's built on solid foundations, and when it moves forward slow and steady, wins the race, and it happens sometime this year. By the time we get to the end of the year, you should already be in this relationship. I believe it's with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Fia, what's coming towards me? You've got a Leo and a Taurus coming in. You've got making decisions that push your life forward in the right direction. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and your perseverance is also helping move your career, work, or school forward. It also looks like you're listening to your intuition and you could make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. Christine, reading for tomorrow. You may be feeling very ambitious tomorrow. You could have a new job or business opportunity come in, feel like you made it to the top of the mountain, you could breathe a sigh of relief. With the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You could be going back to school or learning a new area of study. It can even be on-the-job training comes in. Might not be for tomorrow, but that may be on the horizon. A wish comes true and your life is growing, changing, and transforming tomorrow. Not a bad day at all. Cinnamon, next weekend reading for me. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. You could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You also could be spending time with somebody from your past. Life changes for the better for you quickly, and you're prepared for it. You'll have choices that weekend. Sarah, will I start working next month with the salary I want with a big company? I'm going to say within the next 2 months that will happen. Yeah, I can't swear it's going to happen next month, but it's on the horizon. Spiritually beautiful. Does my person really want to be with me? Yes. Divine Cancer, current energy of the Libra S for me. And what does she want to tell me? Her energy is a little stuck and stagnant. But she might want to tell you that she feels burdened or she feels stressed out. She has sharp energy around her. And she feels like the timing around life, like everything is just not moving forward the way she wants it to. This energy will change as we move through the spring, but she could have like a level of frustration around her at this point. 4 elements, general reading. You could be working on a side business or a side hustle that brings in extra money. And maybe slow and steady wins the race. But if you continue to persevere at it, it will pay off. You got money coming in. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past, and so does anxiety. I have a little bit of good luck coming in. A fire sign enters Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also looks like you could make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. A Taurus and a Sagittarius enter. Page of Cups. You could be picking up a new hobby or a new creative project of some sort that you get a lot out of. Shivy, please tell me my boyfriend's marriage, me and my boyfriend's marriage last a lifetime and be happy. I would never tell anybody that something is going to last a lifetime. I can't say that because I don't believe that. I believe that life is a journey. It's meant to be a journey, and sometimes things end and something else starts. And sometimes what we want at 20 is not the same thing we want at 40. So I will never tell anybody. There are 2 things I would never say. That you're never going to hear from him again, or that you will never be with him again. And I would never tell someone you're going to be with this person forever. You're going to be happy. You're going to have a white picket fence. Everything's going to be perfect, because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's just, that's not life. That's what the movies want us to believe. That brainwash into thinking that, Ross and Rachel, like it's not real. It's not how it works. And it sets us up to be very disappointed. So I would never say that to anyone, because marriage is hard work and it's not all happiness and roses. Amazing me. Why did CJ lie, saying that he went to the office to take care of what he had told me it already took care of, and he didn't? Well, he lied because it was easier. He felt like it was whatever it is that he wanted to do was nothing. I mean, there's no deceit here. It's not like he was doing something that he shouldn't have been doing. But he lied because explaining where he was going would have been much more work than just lying. It was just easier for him. I don't think he did anything deceitful or anything hurtful, but it looks like actually he's slow and steady wins the race. He may not have been doing anything. He may not have done anything, and he may have just told you that he did it because it was easier. Yeah. I mean, I understand why people do that, because sometimes they feel like they're either being nagged or they're being, and it's just easier. You know, like, God, like, I can't tell her this because I'm going to have to explain. I don't want to explain, so it's just easier for me to lie about it. So that's what comes up, which is not really a bad thing. Shelby, does the Capricorn WXP know of me? I don't believe so. Don, is April a good time to go visit my gorgeous Capricorn? April is a good time. Yes, absolutely. Four elements. Does A still have feelings for me, or is it over? I think that I think that they've kind of moved past the connection. They're feeling a little bit burdened or stressed out. You may feel like you put in a lot of hard work and didn't see much of a payoff, and there's some deceit around the situation. Only Ravid. Will I be receiving a love offer in April, and should I take it? Yes, and I think you will take it, yeah. Lena, finances for next month. You're feeling prepared around finances. There's growth, change, and transformation for the better coming in, and you're no longer feeling stuck. Your finances should be fine next month. Cause for celebration comes in around finances. You have money flowing to you, and negativity is moving into the past. Anonymous, what do I need to know? Should be feeling better compensated and better respected around work, school, or business. You've got a wish, put it out into the universe. You may have some choices that come in around work, school, and business, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Not looking back on the past fondly, your life is starting to move forward. You have a new journey on the horizon. A Taurus enters. Sarah Singh, what type of career will bring me happiness and success? Starting a business, college, teaching. Oh my God, there's a lot here. I can't answer all of these. There's just too many here for me to go through. I think that if you're really unsure about your career, it's probably going to take a couple of different attempts before you find what serves you. Yeah, there's 7 different options here. I think you have to do some soul searching and figure out what it is that you want. I wouldn't rely on the cards for this because there's too much here. I mean, teaching does come up pretty high. I would say you could be a teacher, but it's like being a teacher or being a graphic consultant. It's like you're all over the place here. You know what I mean? Like, I think that you need to figure out what it is that you want to do. And I wouldn't ask the cards. I would sit down and think about it and figure out what speaks to your passion more. I mean, because it's like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between being a coder and sitting behind a computer all day and teaching. You know what I mean? You got to figure out what it is that suits you. To me, sitting behind a computer all day, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. That's not for me. But I had to go into the accounting field and start that, and then I realized that wasn't for me. So you might have to explore your options a little bit more. I can't give you that answer. Jano, saw my love interest peeking at me as I was heading out tonight. How did she feel about me then? She thinks that you're a nice person. She thinks that you're kind. She thinks that you're interesting. And she's nosy, so she was wondering where you were going. Like, she was being nosy. That's why she was looking at you. Kimon, what does Jason the Scorpio think about my message? Feels stuck and stagnant. Doesn't know what to do. I don't know what you said. Lovers is in reverse. May feel a little bit disconnected. But you'll hear from them. They will answer you. Might take a minute, but they'll answer you. There's something about that message that stopped them in their tracks. They feel stuck or paralyzed by it. I love you. Me and Amy used to be friends. Now I'm wondering how she feels. I think she hung out with someone to make me jealous. Okay, let's see. She may have anxiety and she could be feeling disappointed in the situation. I don't see her here deliberately trying to make you jealous. I don't think that was her intention, but I think she is hurt by the fact that you guys aren't friends anymore, and she may be exploring other options as far as friends go. It doesn't look like she was intentionally doing that. TR, I had a terrible day. I had a fight with my mom. Okay, let's see. It should blow over pretty quickly. You've got success that comes in when you listen to your intuition. You've got happiness that comes in, and stepping into your own ambition fixes things around the home. It should blow over pretty quickly. See, as will us have to go to war this year. Damn it. I don't think so. I don't think so. Breezy, finances for next month. Finances should improve. Anxiety is moving into the past. Stepping into your own ambition is bringing in more money. Life changes for the better for you quickly. You got success coming in. And love for next month. A new beginning starts. Happiness comes out over your love life. Listen to your intuition. You can have choices around love. You've got an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Choices come in that have long-term potential. A Sagittarius and a Cancer. The next relationship you enter should be committed, and it also should be well-functioning. Breezy, update regarding my spiritual gifts. It looks like your intuition is heightened. It also looks like you could be picking up a new spiritual practice that you get a lot out of. And you're no longer holding yourself back. You don't seem to be afraid anymore of spiritual gifts, and you seem to be kind of just going with the flow of it. I would say listen to your intuition and keep a journal. Keep a journal of, you know, things that you hear, things that you see, and feelings that you have. Because sometimes it doesn't make sense in the moment, but it makes sense down the road. But you're definitely growing and changing. Well, any two people could have a good relationship if they're both willing to work on it. But if you're talking about having a lifelong marriage with him and he's only your boyfriend, you haven't even gotten there, then your expectations are way high, which is definitely going to bring you disappointment, because when you have high expectations, you always get disappointed. Rain on your wedding day. Like, that's just what it is. You plan this big day and then it fucking rains. But that's what the whole idea is. It's like, instead of living life and enjoying today, you're worried about whether or not you're going to be long-term with him when you haven't gotten there yet. So you're missing the moment for what's going to happen in the future, which is going to set you up for disappointment. Anybody can have, like, if you were on a deserted island and there was only one person there, you could make that relationship work if you're both on the same page. But right, like, the way that the energy that comes across is that you're eager for a fairy tale marriage and you want to know now that that's what you're going to get, and that is going to lead you to disappointment. So I would focus right now on your relationship in this moment and not what's coming down the road, because if you're living in the future, you're not living in the present and you're missing what's happening today. It's not about marriage. It's about what's going on right now. Not everyone gets married, and that's okay. Some people have great relationships with people that they never marry. Then they marry people and they can't stand it. They get divorced. 6 months it lasts. But I think that the issue here is you're too far ahead of yourself. Any two people could have a successful relationship if that's what they want. But when the relationship goes out of balance and one person is 2 years ahead and the other person is like today, then it's like it creates a lot of chaos around the situation. I would try to stay in the present right now. Because the last question you asked was my boyfriend and I's marriage, which would lead me to believe that you were already engaged and planning a wedding. But if you're questioning whether or not it's going to be long term, then I don't think that you have a wedding on the horizon, which is why I'm saying you're too far ahead of yourself. You're not there yet. Kevin, do you know if and when the medication side effects will go away? Well, you could always have these side effects from the medication. I don't know if they go away. Like, I don't know if you get them all the time, but I think it's always a possibility as long as you're taking the medication. It does look like you may have some relief this weekend because the hangman's in reverse. But I don't know. I mean, unless it's something that you're going to need to just get used to, and once you get used to it, you don't have it. It looks like you got a break this weekend, which is like tomorrow, so you should be feeling better. Empress, what do I need to know about Adam in regards to me as in general? Well, he looks like somebody that could suffer from anxiety. He also could be feeling undecided. It doesn't look like much is happening between the two of you. I don't know what your relationship is, but it looks like Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. So if you're looking for a new beginning, I don't see one right now. You may have to make the attempt if you want to see a new beginning. I don't see much coming from him. He seems a little stressed out or burdened, or he may just also be very busy and it may not be something he's thinking of right now. Lovely you, is nursing or business the right career for me in this lifetime? Once again, you have to make that decision. The cards can't make the decision for you. I think that nursing would be better because I think that your energy would be, like, is more nurturing. I think you would get more out of a career in nursing than you would business, where that just might kind of suck the life out of you. But once again, you might have to explore those options. My mom was going to be a nurse. My mom was going to be a nurse until she was, what do they call those? Candy stripers? She was a candy striper in the hospital when she was in high school. And somehow she wound up in the morgue. Well, that ended that. No more nursing. And she became a hairdresser. But you might have to experience that. Or you may have to go into nursing and say, oh, God, I don't like blood. Or I had a friend who was in nursing, and she's like, I can deal with anything, but I can't deal with phlegm. Anyhow, she gave that up. She became a cop. But you might need to experience that before you can make the decision. If I had to choose one against the other, I would say nursing. Little Sag, reading for the next 72. You could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Negativity moves into the past, and something should make you happy with the sun. Cause for celebration comes in, and you may be feeling like the hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off. Not a bad couple of days. Oh, thank you, TR. Thank you, thank you. Maggie, Virgo's intentions and next steps towards me. This person looks shut down and closed off. I don't know when the last time was you spoke to them, but I don't see much happening. Emperor's in reverse. They're controlling and manipulating the situation. The situation is like they control the situation. It moves forward when they want it to. It shuts down when they want it to. You don't seem to have much control here, but they don't seem to be putting in any effort right now. So I would say if you want to speak to them, I would say reach out to them. Kira, for tomorrow. Tomorrow, the hard work that you put into work, school, or business pays off. You've got the world at your feet, and an old wound is starting to heal and move into the past. Life has come back into balance. You might be feeling prepared and ready for life to move forward. Love cup is full, and you have, you could be feeling that like you're being better compensated or better respected around work. Ace of Swords, lay down the law, set up boundaries. Carol, will I get among the best marks for the 3 assignments that I am currently working on? Yes, I think you will. Laura, why do I struggle with communication with my coworkers and employees? Is it something internal? I just don't know what it is. Yes, I think that it could be. I don't know if it's like just naturally being like an introvert and not comfortable, or if it's like a combination of you don't really care that much. I don't know. I've always been like that too. I think it may be a combination of like it's just your personality. You don't want to come off as if you're standoffish or that you're a snob, but you don't really care so much about being super friendly with these people, and it's a little awkward. I don't know. Like it goes back to childhood, and I don't know if it's like feeling embarrassed or like you said the wrong thing in childhood. So sometimes it's like, well, if I don't say anything, at least I can't say anything stupid. Like what's that quote? Better to keep your mouth shut and people think you're an idiot rather than open it and then they know. And so I don't know if that's what it is, but I definitely feel the same way about myself. I can be like kind of soaking everything in until I feel comfortable enough where if I do say something stupid, I don't care. I don't know. I think it's just part of your personality, and I don't think it's anything that you should worry about. So what? So what? They're your coworkers. You don't have to be best friends with them. But I had a friend when I was working full time, and I noticed that she was always very friendly with everybody. Like if somebody new started working there, she was friendly with them immediately. I wasn't. I wasn't friends with anybody for a long time because I just wasn't. I don't know. Even like living here, I've been living here forever, but I didn't always know everybody. I just kind of came and went and didn't talk to anybody because I'm not friendly. It's just how I am. I don't know. Speak knowledge. How did AB feel after our call today? Good. Well balanced. Prepared for things to move forward. Being guided by the divine. Feels growth, change, or transformations coming to the situation. Susanna, general for the week. You could be listening to your intuition, and romance could heat up. If you're not with anyone right now, you have an Aries coming in. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business will pay off. A wish comes true. An old wound starts to heal. Happiness comes out over your life. Your intuition is heightened this week, so definitely listen to it. Loving Laura, what do I need to know now? You could make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and that helps to push negativity into the past. Cause for celebration comes in around growth, change, and transformation personally. Like you're growing, changing, and transforming from the inside out. You got the world at your feet. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Could be spending time with a Virgo in the near future. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business will pay off. You don't have to fix it. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. I know that, like, for years, right? I always felt like there's something wrong with me. I'm not friendly. I'm not outgoing. I don't even talk. I feel like I don't even talk. When I was in Italy, right? The friend that I went, that's when I really noticed that I didn't talk, because like that if we went somewhere, like if we could go out to dinner, my friend would be like, table for two, or she's a vegetarian. Like it's like I wouldn't even talk to anyone. And I realized it in Italy because my friend didn't speak Italian, and she used to be like, well, can you go ask them if we can have more pillows? And I would be like for me, ask somebody for more pillows. I'll sleep on a cardboard box before I ask anybody for anything. Now I have to ask for pillows for you? And I would have to go ask people, or I have to go ask people for directions. And she'd be like, well, I can't speak Italian. Go ask them. And I would be like, oh, damn, I don't talk to anybody. You know, I mean, I like if I go like the cashier at the grocery store, I always say, hey, how you doing? Because I feel like people that are working, they should be respected. You treat them well, right? Because they're doing a job and a service. But I would never make small talk with anybody anywhere. And my mom always used to say to me, you come off very standoffish. But I got to a point in my life where I was like, I'm tired of being told that there's something wrong with me because of that. That's how I am. You know, it's like somebody who was very outgoing, like one of the women I worked with, her daughter was like 3 and she went trick-or-treating. And the person gave them whatever the candy. And she was like, well, I don't like that. Do you have Snickers? In a million years, I would never, ever. I would be like, oh, thank you. And then I would give it to somebody else. And the woman was embarrassed. But I said to her, I go, that kid is always going to get what she wants, and she's not going to settle for less because she knows how to open her mouth. Good for her. That's not a personality defect, and neither are ours. This is just how we are. And I just feel like you don't have to fix it. You know, everybody can be judged for something. Like if that were my kid, I'd be embarrassed too. I'd be like, shut up, just take it. Let's get out of here. I don't even want to ring doorbells on Halloween. I was with other people. That's why somebody else was ringing the doorbells. I'm not ringing doorbells. I don't like that I'm like that, but that's how I am. And at this point, this stage of the game, it's not changing. So you know what? Take it or leave it. But everyone said something to be judged. But there was one woman who used to work with us, and she was always very nice. And that was annoying. Like if you sneezed, bless you. Oh, good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Like you wanted to punch her in the face. Meanwhile, she was not doing anything wrong. So it's like you just can't win in work environments. Cool Libra. Will Patrice try to get back with me? Not interested. I think at some point, yes, she will. And I think that she kind of tries to keep an eye on you right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Cool Libra, love reading for March. Being guided by the divine. You got good karma coming into your love life. You could have a Libra around. You could have a Virgo around. You got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. And you also could have somebody resurface from the past. That doesn't necessarily have to be a love thing. It could be running into an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. It looks like around love, any relationships that you're entertaining right now will be well functioning, and they'll have potential to move forward. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Me, I'm Italian, yeah. Pauline, what's coming for D and I? All right, I don't know where the relationship is right now, but it looks like there's some balance coming in, although things may be stuck and stagnant. I don't see a lot of growth here, although there's communication. And there's balance, but it's not moving forward to the next level. A wish comes true at some point around the situation and things can move forward, but I don't see a commitment. I don't see a lot of romance here right now. I don't know where you guys are right now, though. I would say what's coming next would be communication. Chantel, is Martin ever going to apologize to me? Yes, he will. At some point, you will get an apology. I hate that, though, because I always feel like by the time the apology comes in, and whether it's sincere or not, you usually just don't care anymore. You know, like when you finally get to that point, you just don't give a shit anymore. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. Jess, General for March. You have a wish, put it out into the universe, no longer feeling like you're being weighed down by the weight of the world. It looks like you feel like you make it to the top of the mountain, life is coming back into balance. Romance could heat up. If you're not with anyone, you have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you are with someone, current relationship looks pretty good. Life changes for the better for you quickly. Starfall, is something going to develop romantically with Christian? You got about a 70% chance, yes. Yeah, something could happen there. Daria, anything regarding love for me in the cards? A disappointment or a heartbreak is healing and moving into the past. You're being guided by the divine to an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Listen to your intuition. Success comes in around love. If you're not with anyone right now, air sign comes in. And you'll be prepared for things to move forward. Negativity moves into the past. Anxiety moves into the past. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Cool, Libra, how will Patrice respond if I tell her I'm dating another lady? She'll act like she doesn't care, but she really will care. She'll play it off. Dana, will something develop with the Capricorn? Well, you got about a 70% chance, yes. So there is potential. And is Edgar and Victoria being fake with me so I can bring my son around them? What's going on behind the scenes with them? I don't know what your relationship is with them, but they don't look like they're being fake right now. It looks like things are moving forward. You're feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You may be leaving the past in the past and moving forward with your connection with them. It may be hard to believe, but they may be trying to kind of, I don't know, mend the fence a little bit. G Money, General from March. Got a new venture on the horizon. You got choices coming in. You have a Libra and a Taurus coming in, and with the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Negativity is moving into the past. A new beginning comes in around work or finances. And you have an Aries that enters. Communication comes in from somebody you've been hoping to hear from, or news that you've been waiting on. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Poor Libra, does my ex stalk me? She definitely does and would lie through her teeth if ever confronted. Shelby, I thought I did answer for you. Something about somebody not knowing who you were. Does somebody know? And I said no, they don't know who you are. Or they're not aware of you. Anybody else? Empress, is there some unfinished business with Adam and me? I don't see unfinished business. If you're feeling that way, though, I would say reach out to him. I mean, it could be that you feel things are unfinished because you have unresolved feelings or you have unresolved issues around the situation. But it doesn't look like much is happening on his end because he's slow. If you feel like you need something to happen, I would reach out to him and not wait. Liz, general for Saturday. Not a bad day. You're feeling ambitious. Communication comes in from somebody you've been hoping to hear from. With the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Cause for celebration comes in around love. And you could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have an Aries here. Cool Libra, does my ex Patrice follow me without me knowing? I think she does, but she may not do it all the time. It might not be consistent. I think that she does follow you, yes, without you knowing. But I don't know how it all works. If she deletes it, and then like Facebook, right? You could delete it every night, and it still stays there. So then you can just put it up again the next day. But if the other person isn't aware of that, they're not going to see it. They will only be on the list when they're on. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's shady about it. Anyway. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? And what about Mel? Is Mel here? I know she was here. Is that it? I can always do a extra question tomorrow for Mel. If she's not here now, I could do 2 tomorrow. She's got a migraine. Oh, that's horrible. People that get them suffer terribly. All right, then I will get her. I'll do her 2 questions tomorrow. I'll wrap this up tonight, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.